Hello, everyone. Oh, it's on my chest, isn't it? What else is in the screen there? Let me get. Oh, we've gained another subscriber. Hello, new person. Right. So, hay fevers. Hello, everyone. Oh, oh, shit! The sound on. Chest, isn't it? What's going on? So kicking off. Right, there we go. So, hello, if you're new around here on the replay. I very much go with the flow. That's what divine feminines do. Hello, everyone. Oh, shit, and the sound's up clear. Sorry, just talking to myself. Right, so I don't know how long I'm going to be here. That's very handy. I need to do that every. I've not been on the laptop for ages. I do like it when I do it on this. Right, so yeah, like I say, I'm not on screen today. Hay fever is I mean, you'd think they'd opened up a portal of hell or something, the way the hay fever's been. Do you know what I mean? It's pretty horrendous. But this is me better. This is me better. Of course, because I'm a collective channel as well, and because the twin flames are always getting psychically attacked for doing good work in the world, I'm also picking up on the energies. So yeah, I've been trapped in the house with the windows shut and it's fucking boiling. So, but how's everyone else doing? I'll get the chat up. So basically what I pulled I basically pull some cards and done, like, it's weird, it's like I kind of pull it in advance, or I sit in meditation, and it was self-love that I was going to do tonight, and that's not a coincidence that I'm needing a bit of that too. But don't worry about me, I've been in my bed all day. Yesterday was my day off, just a bit of a shit day off, and the same again today. I've had midday naps and everything, so I'm quite excited to do this. It'll just be quite nice to hang out with the soul fam. And like I say, my angel friend sent me healing earlier as well. So that was great. And it's really helped to have the windows shut. And I just done a bit of shamanic journey and healing as well for myself. So yeah, I'm feeling good. Oh, my nails look good, don't they? Painted my nails earlier too. You know, I'm just like, oh, I think I want to paint my nails. But yeah, anyway, so what I'm going to do, shit, wait a minute, let me get the chat up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a collective reading, and then for whoever's about, I'm just going to pull a couple of cards about self-care, self-love. So it's not like a kind of donation required one tonight. If you want to donate, you'll be blessed with miracles. It happens every time anyone donates anything. People are, oh my God, like all this other money came to me, or this great stuff happened. So again, that's entirely up to you. It's not, I'm just like, that on my phone. It's not a requirement or anything tonight. And actually, I'm going to start with the collective, so you could be in for a bit of a wait. So I might do them in between. I'm totally just going with the flow tonight. And like I say, if I start feeling like I need to get off, I'll get off. But yeah, other than that, if you're new, just hang around, chat if you're not shy. Strong energies this week with the Sirius portal, and just lots of shit kicking off. Right, so here's the thing. Hello, Charlotte. Again, I was just talking to Charlotte. And hello, Angela. How are you doing? And thank you for liking the video. Yeah, like the video on your way in, guys, in case anybody else is needing to hang out with Soul Fam and feeling lonely, all that shit. Right, so I did put a brown for you. I've got my jammy top on. I thought I better put a brown for you. I don't think I'm going to push it down a little bit. So the laptop, that is, so that's not in the. What does this say? You can now pin a message at the top. I mean, we've always been able to do that. That's not new. That ain't nothing new. Right. Right. Before I start, I think I will just put that in there. Oh, it doesn't bloody fit. Right, I'll just take out all the words there. Sorry, guys. I'm in chill mode, so right there. pushing. I've always got a brown, unless you can't see, then there's no fucking point. At least I'm not in bed. I quite like doing the ones in bed. Right, book here. Right, so that's, and then there we go. So, and also, by the way, if anybody does go to book, it's the times are all fucked basically. So we'll just book a time that suits the two of us, right? Because anybody that books with me anyway, I know he's all really well. And that's why I'd prefer if somebody hasn't worked with me at all to do a live session. Because I'm going to be extra suspicious of all the Scorpio in my chart, and especially in these times that we live in. I need to know who you are just as much as you might know who I am. Right. Okay, let's get started with the collective reading, because like I say, I'm quite intrigued to see what comes up, because there's a lot of weird energies about. What we start with? This deck thing, this is funny. I don't usually use this deck too much. And I've been pulling out one that says protect in the future a lot in my groups, which is quite intense. Why does it feel like there's so many? So I want to see, what's that? Treasures hidden in the shadows. Ooh, guys, that is very, let's put that there. Let's read that actually. That pulled my eyes in for a reason. That's very much my vibe because of where this energy hits in my chart. Super psychic detective mode. So let's see. Oh, you can't see the words. Will of the Wisp. Right. I'll try and look at the comments while I'm doing this. So, oh yeah, Angela. So I mean, obviously, I've been really tired because of my hay fever, and also just because you know how my Tuesdays are crazy, and then Wednesday I just need to rest anyway. But that the tiredness I do feel is to do with all these new energies flooding in. And like I say, there's dark energies going on at the same time as all the amazing energy coming in. So my God, protect your energy, everyone. Protect your energy. Right. So, and I always protect every live stream that I do before I come on here. I know it just looks like I grab my phone or laptop and away we go. It is like that too, but I do call in a lot of protection. It's why it is crazy, isn't it, that we're in public, but there isn't ever too many people. I mean, that might change one day, but it's a shamanic circle that we're on. Obviously, we've got to be aware that there might be fucking peeping toms and shit like that, or peeping tinas. I don't know where that came from. It just came in. Oh, peeping toms and peeping tinas. That's hilarious. Right. But anyway, not everybody that's doing the old creeper sins are bad. You know, some people are just shy. I bet you some of you were shy. In fact, I know for a fact some of you were shy and I got you out yourself. So this is when I would usually be like really shy, but it is quite funny that it's quite handy that, you know, I don't need to be, I can't be bothered with my face on the screen tonight. So I'm quite happy. Right. Same Angela, I was just telling Claire, I dropped the kids at school yesterday and then slept until the school pickup. But yeah, that's exactly, honestly, I slept. Yesterday was, the hay fever was horrendous. I saw people saying on Twitter, like people like, this is what I mean, like some people will be like, you're nuts, well, what's new? And that's other people will be like, oh, I totally hear what you're saying, but I've seen somebody put, I cannot wait to get to 500, by the way, just to celebrate that, but so that I can use the community bit, because I want to post like the things that I see, because I get guided to really memes that are so in line with what's happening and everything. And it was someone had posted one that was like, someone's face was all broken out in hives. And it was like, dude, what the fuck is the government putting in the pollen this year? It was just like all these different people being like, is it just me or is the hay fever worse? But I'm telling you, it's not a fucking coincidence when they're fucking doing dodgy fucking shit, you know what I mean, opening up bad portals. And it certainly did feel like a portal to fucking hell yesterday, I'll tell you. Anyway, let's move away from that just now. Right, let's put these down. So let's just see what this one's about. But like I say, this is very apt for the kind of mood that I'm in. Right, so what, oh my God, is that not just creepy? Watchers. I'm not familiar with this deck as well, bear in mind. I don't know if that's it's a bit of a delay. It says Watchers. I'm just going to see if it comes up on the thing. How weird is that when I'm just talking about lurkers and the Watchers invite you to break free from the linear causal pace of the petty day-to-day. Rise to divine coincidence to serendipity, and notice how the act of seeing the heart of the matter produces results. Things happen without you doing anything. Creation unfolds in its own mysterious way, requiring only a sacred witness. Oh, we like that. Pause, get off the treadmill and take a deep breath. When watchers appear, it is an invitation to stop doing. So see, ladies, this is the confirmation that we've been doing exactly what we're meant to be doing. Find the witness, and men out there, find the witness within, the one who can observe the fire and fury happening around you, but is not caught in any of the drama. By the way, I'm reading the watchers. I'm just doing whatever the night, right? Because they pull me this for a reason. The time is right to step back. If you have a thought or opinion, keep it to yourself. Oh, well, I'll just go now then, will I? These aren't my thoughts and opinions. These are the thoughts and opinions of the divine. And then I just chip in now and again with my personality. If you have a feeling that needs to be expressed, do it in the shower. Pardon. Do not engage with the action happening around you. Simply observe. Watchers show up to direct your attention to the horizon and away from the anthill in front of you. Others might think you're simply doing nothing, but let them know that you are helping the sun to set in the evening sky. There are bigger things to attend to. You have spent such a long time trying to correct the course of events and the actions of others. Let it be for a short while, as you become the observer rather than the doer. The watchers invite you to break free from the linear, causal, oh, I just read that, but that's a bit I read. It's funny because as we started, I saw 5 years of the live and only Angela and I had kept commented, yeah, that's fine. It's, I mean, it's maybe people that are making their dinner or it's kind of people are talking, you know what I mean? I get it. Or it could be haters, but we don't know. We don't care. Hello, whoever you are. Right. Dust Devil. Oh, that at least tells me there's at least somebody on here that doesn't like me. Dust Devil. Embrace the chaos. Trust in the process, moving out of stagnation. The presence of the dust devil causes a ruckus. Some people are afraid of his chaotic nature, believing that he comes to intentionally stir things up. Very interesting. Right? I'm not reading all of that right now. Right, let's fucking read the one I pulled. 62. And if you do happen to be new and you don't like swearing, you're not going to like me, but you really are missing out because I've got a pure heart. I just swear like a trooper. It's a weird mix. Right, and I'm not apologising for it. 62. Sorry, not sorry. Right. Will of the Wisp. Treasures hidden in the shadows. The great mystery, epiphany. Will-o'-the-Wisp hovers in her luminescent glory. Luminescent, I think that is. Above the twilight moors of your life, whispering for you to step into the fog, into the mystery, into the unknown. Into the unknown. Into the unknown. That sounds like the guy's version, doesn't it, rather than the women's? You may have been visited by her before, but though intrigued, you refused her invitation. Oh, this sounds like the twin flame journey. It would be safer, you decided, to remain on the journey you know. While you always have a choice as to whether to follow her or not, you never know when you might encounter her again. In this sense, turning away has its own consequences. Why is the known so appealing? It's only when you wake up to its restrictions, its soft prison or golden cage, that you realise there must be more. Oh, this is totally giving it Neo and Trinity vibes, isn't it? It's like, wake up, Neo, escape the Matrix. Watch this, Michelle will come in as I say the Matrix. I always think of her now when I think of the Matrix, and she's always like, I've just broke free from the Matrix. And that's her just saying, I'm just going to work, guys. Will-o'-the-Wisp has come to once again to offer you magic. But you will have to sacrifice certainty in the pursuit of adventure, your comfort zone for the dangers of discovery, your well-trodden path for the detours that may very well lead you astray. Or ... The ... is very important here. Or will they? Can you accept that losing yourself will bring you closer to your true self? And although it sounded like I was joking, I wasn't joking, because obviously everything that I'm saying is channeling right now, if you're not familiar with that. Of course, all the yous on the live right now that are talking are familiar with that. Being in union with yourself is twin flame union. That is inner union of your feminine and masculine. And it is only when you reach true balance of your masculine and feminine that the physical person manifests anyway, whether you know them or not. And if you've been, I know there's people in here that will be lucky enough to be in physical contact with their twin flame, whatever, like now and again or whatever. But it's what you'll notice is there will keep being periods of separation or frustration, and it's because you have to keep working on yourself. And then actually it doesn't stop even when you are with them. The profound shift of an epiphany can only occur when you risk the detour and enter the unknown. Now is the time to trust higher forces to lead you into this place, these worlds hidden as the threshold between what was and what can be. Here is where you will learn about your unmaking to unmask yourself. Love what you discover. My head is on fire at the top. Like, seriously. Oh, because that's the other thing. I didn't write anything, but because we are in the 7/7 portal today and all that, there'll be like mad like downloads energy coming. I mean, it always is, but I'm talking like serious energy coming through me right now tonight. Probably is a wee bit better that I'm more relaxed, but I am going to use cards that have got Sirius and that in them, so I'm interested to see if they come up. Right, what was I going to say? So just excuse me if my words are not as articulate and flowery. I don't know if that's even a word as usual, but yeah, it is what it is. Right, where did I get to? The profound shift of an epiphany can occur only when you risk the detour and enter the unknown. And that's quite funny because I'm always like, right, press live and I don't exactly know what is going to happen. But I really was in that vibe tonight because I've just been really chill. I just ate my tea, ported about, and I was like, oh, it's already 8 o'clock. That's why I was a bit late. But right on time. Now is the time to trust. That means something. That someone else thinks they're late, but they're going to be right on time. Now is the time to trust higher forces to lead you into this place. These worlds hidden at the threshold between what was and what can be. I've already read that. Someone needed to hear it twice. Love what you discover, dark or light. See it all as divine. And again, that is a twin flame journey too. The shadow and the light. Both twins have the shadow and the light. And it's only when you can accept both within yourself, again, that you can attain that union. See it all as divine and find a quiet, frumming power. Frumming? What the fuck is frumming? These books just be throwing words at me, I don't know. Frumming power, waiting for you to channel it into the world for good. If anyone wants to Google it, it's THRUMMING. Frumming. Buzzing? I don't know. What is it? Frumming power. Quiet power? Frumming, buzzing, I don't know. The treasure you find, filled with the wealth of love and kindness, true prosperity, is ripe to share with others. She is here for you now. That feels very important. Will you accept her invitation? A great bounty of goodness awaits you. Ooh, I think there's lots of hidden messages in that card that I've never read before. Right, let's shuffle these and see what comes out again. Right, what else do we need to know? Drum roll for Michelle, yes. Michelle, are you out there? Right. What else do we need to know? What else? I feel like there's one more card from this deck. Dances on one foot. Balancing act. Oh gosh, that's very twin flamey as well. Oh, and we are in Libra. Oh, new beginnings. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my God. Oh, fuck, it's all the cards make sense. Oh, for fuck's sake, I can't read them all, but I'm going to have to. Right, I'm going to have to because they all make sense. Right. So, I don't know if I read them all from the book, but anyway, so dances on one foot, balancing act, right? And this is a huge, the whole week is a huge portal of unions coming in, whether that is in your union within yourself, feeling more balanced, or physical unions. New beginnings, again, that just ties in with what I said, that it will be new beginnings for some people out there, and that's why you need to replenish, get your energy up, because, well, you're gonna have somebody in your face quite a lot where you might not have before. Because it's time to come home. Go done that. Heart home, compassion. And that is what it's all about. And really, although people get all overexcited, oh, that's a bit harsh, not overexcited, but really excited about physical union with the other person, it's really, in order for that to happen and for it to stay that way and there to be no separation, it means you've come home to yourself. Like you've reached this real inner peace, acceptance of yourself, your own light and dark. And then they all fell, so I don't think I'm meant to read them. Except I'll read the first one. Right, 9. I was trying to not really go into all it. Well, I mean, I'm always going to be reading about the twin flames, but just I was trying to keep it general because not everyone's really at that bit, but it's really the people that don't talk, and maybe a couple of people that talk that are. So balance and act, resourcefulness, saying yes to life. And 9s are about endings, completion. We're in the end times. When dances on one foot shows up, you're called to find a new balance. Just as a dancer moves gracefully into each pose, no matter how precariously balanced a step might seem, you must bring equanimity to the situation before you. No matter how thorny or difficult a relationship seems, if you're putting too much effort into managing your life, work, relationship, family, and digital media, you're missing the point. You have to be dancing while juggling your entire life, knowing that at one time, half of it is going to be up in the air. It's not that you're doing too much and find it impossible to catch up. Rather, it's that you're confusing readiness with preparation. You will never, ever be fully, oh, right, very interesting. You will never, ever be fully prepared for all the challenges in life, but you can be ready to say yes to a new invitation the universe offers you. Hi everyone, my first time here from Florida. My name is Linda. I'm not doing personal readings right now, Linda. Linda, why have you got Keisha as your name? I mean, I'm just so cheeky. I'm just inquisitive. Are you using somebody else's thingy? Yeah, I'm just doing a collective reading tonight. Sometimes I do. I'm going to do other readings later on after this, but it might be a while. Hello, bird. Right, and welcome. Live in a state of yes to spirit and no to everything, not infused with life, romance, vitality, and the sacred. You will be surprised by how quickly your load lightens when you hold true to this lesson. You are challenged now to work with the resources available to you and not to be seduced by the belief, if I only had more ... Life has provided you with everything you need to accomplish your goals and fulfill your mission. When it feels like you're losing your balance, do not contract, holding your arms close to your chest, for you will fall. Instead, reach out and extend them fully, saying yes to Spirit's steadying hand. That's really interesting because right before I came on here, so it was like just before I ate my tea, I was, doing a bit of meditation, and it was very much like that. It was just being open to life. That's the only way I can really put it. So that's a nice synchronicity. Right. I'm being drawn to these ones. Now, these are my total OG cards. Like, I don't know if they were my first deck, but they were definitely one of them. And it feels like a few of them are missing because it doesn't feel like that's all of them. But anyway, we'll trust that whatever it is I'm going to read. Because I put a nickname on my Facebook page. Oh, right. I see. Right. So let's put this one here. What else do we need to know? What else is in the collective energy today? Claire wants to get off and watch Love Island and all the drama that's unfolding. I'm not usually bothered about catching it live, but I do. Sometimes you know what I like to do? It's like a weird pastime. I quite like to see the Twitter drama unfolding as it's unfolded. It's really quite funny. My God, how, you know what I mean? It's scary, isn't it? Who watches Love Island? Wow. I was swearing at the TV last night. I was like, what a fucker. I'm not doing personal readings tonight, Linda, but I might say something in the but I will pray for you to get the clarity that you need. I'm a big believer of praying and healing being more powerful than pulling people apart. The answers are inside you. That's very profound, but it's true. So I'll pray for you to get the clarity that you need. My prayers are powerful. So everyone's prayers are powerful. Yes. Oh my God. Do you know what, right? Do you know what I've witnessed, right? What I've witnessed in Love Island, right? Because I analyse it, like as you know, right? The TV speaks to me. It doesn't matter what it is. Films, programs, adverts, like you name it. But what I've noticed is up until, well, maybe it's why I didn't say it, but up until the recent kind of, well, basically what that is it's devil energy. It's the overexcitement of them going in and getting new, I was about to say toys, but new shiny. I mean, they are all good looking. Beauty in the eye of the beholder, though. It's like they've just got overexcited and out of sight, out of mind. And that's what's a bit interesting is, I've seen that happen previous years where you could be like, what a wanker and all that, but then actually their feelings catch up with them. And it's like, oh God, I've just realised this. Anyway, this is kind of like what can happen when people aren't acting so divine. Anyway, I do get why they're making me talk like that. But it's like, the behaviour, I feel that, the feelings could catch up with some, at least I hope they will, because, the real scary one for me was, see that Jax guy, like I was crying when he was being nice to that page the other week there. Remember when he said, this will be relevant, so I'll just go with it. But remember when he was sitting on the stairs crying and he was like, I can't feel emotion or something. Like, I'm sorry, people can't fool me, but I fell for that shit. I was feeling it. I was like, oh my God, they're going to win. Try. They still might, though. They still might. But I tell you what, holy fucking shit, man. He is out of order. He was like a dog on heat when he ran in there. Like, he didn't waste any time whatsoever. And then it was quite clear why that Gemma girl, you know what I mean? Remember when he badmouthed her. Hello, Shakira. But she didn't say anything about him. But he did say something about him she wasn't trusting him, the lads. I can fucking see why now. Do you know what I mean? It's like, but yeah, no, I must say it like that. I actually think I'm going to find that quite upsetting. Like, she doesn't deserve that. It's horrible. It's quite a fucking horrible. Guys, why am I watching that actually? It's a horrible program. I didn't watch the first series and then I somehow weirdly fell into it and I did get quite addicted. But I'll tell you what, it's quite handy when I'm trapped in the house in my hay fever. But what I was going to say is, before all that shit unfolded, right? Sorry if you're not knowing what we're talking about, guys. It's a reality show in the UK. But before that unfolded, what I was witnessing was it looked like the men were in their feminine energy. And it was all the women that were like dogs on heat. Do you know what I mean? Like that Ek and Sue. And, I like obviously fiery, women. I'm a fiery woman, but it was like her that was the one that was going after the guys. And then quite a few of them were like that. And it was like the guys that had caught the feels. And then it's just kind of flipped again. I don't know. That's just what it looked like to me. But I'm seeing you saying narcissistic behaviour, and I was just about to say, yeah, I have to say it does look like that. It kind of does. It does. I mean, obviously that's strong. I've seen other people saying that, but and I've saw other people saying that he's a bit of a bully, really, to be honest. Like, but he's that's kind of scary, because I think he's hid it quite well. Because when he's talking to people one-to-one, he seems to be quite nice. You know what I mean? Like. And like I say, people can't really fool me. It's not very often people get past that, because I've got a radar for that. But anyway, let's see how that comes into it, because it's quite interesting that I started going on about that. I felt sorry for that Andrew guy, though. That's what I mean. He literally did just retaliate out of feeling like a mug, didn't he? He was like, right, give me the first girl. She's made a, I was about to say Z word. She's made a mug of me. So give me the first girl that shows me any attention. And now he's regretting it, because he actually does like that girl. But it's quite good he done it, because she's went off for someone else. Anyway, I'll tell you what, my God, I don't know how they can do that. I don't know how these people can do it. Right, anyway, it feels like the first season where everyone is like, no, oh, see, I don't think I ever even caught up and watched that. I might have. I can't remember. Oh no, I did eventually. Is that with like that Terry guy? Was that the first season? And then I've watched it later, or was that the second one that I watched? Remember, they were just like having sex like straight away. Like, oh my God. This is why we're in the end times. This is fucking normal. They're in there like 5 minutes and they're getting pressure if they're not fucking sleep with them right away. Oh, anyway. Sorry, we are doing some spiritual healing as well here, guys, but I am a modern mystic. I like to talk about what's going on in the world. Except we're not giving any drama to the theatre that's went on in the UK news, because that's just all a big fucking distraction. Who gives a shit? They're all on the same side anyway. Right, it feels like the first season where everyone is like, no one is girlfriend, boyfriend, rather than actually being invested in a relationship, they've been developing. Yeah, they were just all shagging, weren't they? Right. So someone on TikTok was talking about narcissistic behavior and love bombing. He's definitely let a few things slip up. Yeah. It's a shame. It's a shame. Right. What does this say? Trustworthy guidance. How does that tie into gossiping about Love Island? Let's see what this says. You've received a wonderful idea as an answer to your prayers. This idea is real and trustworthy. You can safely move forward. Now, wait a minute. Now, I don't know because I don't know because you're going to be the best judge of that, Linda, but I'm wondering whether this might be answering your question. Let us know. This idea is real and trustworthy. You can safely move forward with it, knowing that we are with you every step of the way. Ask for it and be open to receiving our support for anything that you need related to this idea. I can't remember exactly what you said, but it did just sort of pop into my head. And I don't often use these cards. So, you know, that's the divine in advance. No. Shakira, we're not doing that tonight. We're not doing that tonight. Tonight, I'm just doing, but thank you. We are, yeah, I'm not doing the paid readings tonight. Like I said, people can donate if they want, but yeah, I'm not doing that tonight. I just feel like I need to not have the pressure of doing that, but I'm going to do some self-love, self-care messages at the end, but of course, if somebody does want to do that, I'll do it next week, but you've got a week to wait, kind of thing. Right, anyway. Sorry, I didn't totally, I said to her briefly, but I didn't. Right, anyway, what else do we need to know? There's nothing to worry about, yeah. So obviously somebody out there really needed, or a few people really needed these messages. There's nothing to worry about. You are safe, and this situation is under perfect control of the divine providence and universal order. Only infuse loving thoughts and emotions into the situation to ensure that the highest possible outcome flows effortlessly to you and through you. But remember, this is the collective energy. I mean, if it happens to answer people's personal things, great, and it absolutely will for many people. But who have got the eyes and the ears to you know, the senses to see that it's not just a collective message. But I was asking about the collective energy. So what this tells me is, in light of certain things that have went on, like say definitely in the world today and in the UK and whatever else anyone might be worried about in different parts of the world, this is about everything is not as it seems. And like I just said there, it's like there's many distractions going on right now to distract you, basically. So I really do feel that's what that's about. And whenever I say I really do feel, that means the message is stronger. I do want to kind of pull, fresh air and perfect timing. Your body needs refreshment from oxygenated air. Well, no, mine doesn't, right? Because this is talking about grass, trees, plants, and flowers, and that's why I'm feeling like this, along with the government shit that they're dropping in there. Your body needs refreshment from, I'll put my shit aside, this doesn't resonate for me. Your body needs refreshment from oxygenated air generated by grass, trees, plants, and flowers. Spend time outside today, as near to Mother Nature's cradle as possible. Open your curtains and windows to refresh your home. I'm sorry, I'm just laughing because I've been trapped in the fucking house. Oh, that's funny. Perfect timing. Now is the perfect moment for you to act on your inspiration. So there is a bit of a theme here. There is a bit of, oh, hello. Where are all the new people coming from? Hello, we're attracting talkers. It's happening. Hello, Rosemary. How are you doing? Have you just found me tonight? Oh, I'm glad that landed for you, Bird. Now's the perfect moment for you to act on your inspirations. The doors are open while you walk through them with us by your side. And remember, this is an important door. I did name the last video that I published, Important Doors Are Opening, because they are, if you're ready to walk through them. Don't delay or procrastinate, as all the ingredients are right for your success. Everything and everyone is on your side, supporting your positive outcome. So again, that's a really strong message out there about, you know, if you've been feeling it's time to do something and you're needing a wee bit of a kick up the ass, and there you go, there's an energetic one. Right. And definitely, I knew it was about that. Definitely if it's in regards to relationships. So let's read these two, because we've got, so see, this is for the lurkers. This is for the lurking divine masculines. Relationship and reward yourself. Your primary relationship is with you. This is exactly, by the way, can we just, that is amazing. I don't know, I will never stop being amazed at this. That is amazing that I've just, not so much the Love Island stuff maybe, but it's, do you know what that's got to do with it? I can even feel into it before I use cards to back that up. It's about people settling for less than what they deserve. You know, narcissistic guys, girls, because like I say, but from what I've observed up until recently, it was the girls that were being way I don't know, just a bit reckless with the guys' hearts, it looked like to me, which has not been every other year. And then they've definitely fucking pulled it back. But your primary relationship is with yourself. And this is what we're saying at the start, because that goes for everyone, not just twin flames, but it really does go for twin flames, because it's like, it keeps showing you where you're abandoning yourself, basically. It's deep, but it's true. Your primary relationship is with yourself and God, and every other relationship follows from there. To attract, heal, or balance a relationship, then snuggle more closely with your loving creator. As you feel safe and loved within, so shall your other relationships bloom and prosper. But like I say, when it said relationship, I did really feel it was picking up on what I was saying at the start. Reward yourself. This is about receiving. This is about people being open to receive what it is they do deserve rather than what they don't. Because again, oh, I love it. They're not using films today. They're using Love Island. Although, I mean, I hope they don't make me use what I watched today, but they're going to. Has anyone seen Sausage Party? I watched it years ago and I was traumatized, right? Because although some bits are funny, after you go down the rabbit hole, it really isn't very funny at all, and it's very disturbing. Please never make the mistake of letting your kids watch that. It is not a kids' cartoon. I repeat, that is not for kids. It's barely even for adults. But there's so many things in that are true, that they're absolutely taking the piss. They're mocking us when they're saying certain stuff. But yeah, it's weird because I'd watched it years ago, but I hadn't watched it after some dark truths come to light about the world. And because I've watched it after, I was like, oh my God, man, it's anyway, yeah. You've been given a lot of yourself lately, and it's time for you to receive. Make the time, and then this ties in with the time to replenish and whatever other one was about resting. Make the time to reward yourself in a meaningful way. This balance of giving and receiving is essential to keep in keeping your energy, mood, and motivation at a consistently high level. And what I was just going to say there when I went off topic talking about that Sausage Party is now I'm laughing at what I'm saying, but oh fucking hell, and now I'm going to Love Island now. I can't even deal. That's just too funny. But yeah, talking of sausage parties, it's like fucking everyone getting overexcited with the testosterone and all that. But yeah, basically it's like constant tests, isn't it? And they talk about tests, but it's like that is what happens in the world as well, but it's heightened in there. And it's just about when you look deeper, it's, you know, like, although obviously people will be bashing that guy, I actually, to be honest, that's what worries me about these programs, right? Because as much as that, like, nobody would be wanting to be getting treated like that, they are all only human, and they are all quite young. Like, that guy's only 23, and it's kind of like, it is a bit worrying, their mental health, like, for obvious reasons of what's happened in previous years, like people taking their own life and stuff. It's yeah, I mean, I don't think it would have been a bad thing for it to have been just deleted, to be honest. But anyway, I'm just going total Pluto. My Pluto and Scorpio's going in, and the moon isn't even in Scorpio anymore. Yet, not anymore. It's going into Scorpio. I don't know if actually, no, it won't. I'll still be in Libra now. I will go into Scorpio tomorrow. That's funny. I keep getting mixed up about that. I keep thinking that the moon is in Scorpio today, and it's not in Scorpio till tomorrow. So there's some kind of meaning behind that I feel people are already kind of really diving deep, really into the shadow and in the deep feels right now, because I've done that in the shorts and then I've just done it again. But yeah, the point is, it's like, it just feels like this theme of people pushing away what they do deserve because they don't feel worthy. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I'm going to be really interested to see how that drama unfolds. That I think that guy had a good thing, and or you could see it as she's just had a lucky escape. We'll just see. We'll see how it unfolds. I don't know yet. I saw Faye from last season say they hadn't done the postcard this year, which was, but yes, yeah. Oh, that was horrible. It's just torturous, isn't it? But again, let's be real, guys. They've signed up for this shit. Like, why the fucking hell would you do that? It's bad enough. I'd hate to be that age in this day and age. Like, the Snapchat and all these other things, it's just like, it's just sick. Anyway, what? Right. So I shuffled these, and so someone must need these. Be fearless and stand strong, warrior. Move in a new direction. That just fell on the floor and I can't be arsed picking it up. Lord, take charge with authority. That's the emperor. That's the divine masculine. And follow the voice of your own soul, star ancestor. Right. These messages are for divine masculines, right? Regardless of whether you're a man or a woman, connect with your emotions. Do you see how I can see how this fits in me talking about Love Island? Because that's what I'm basically saying is that guy's been made to look like a total dick. And to be honest with you, he has just made himself look like that. But it's going to be interesting. I'll be able to tell that it's genuine or not, but it's going to be interesting to see whether he actually has emotions. We'll see whether he's a narcissist or not. Because if he doesn't seem to feel bad when he comes back and that girl's all excited and then he's coming back with another bird she is pretty hot, guys. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a bit of a sore one. It's, you know, it's interesting. Right, can we stop talking about Love Island? What the fuck do I keep talking about Love Island? Right, let's get into some dark stuff, right? I want to see, tell us some stuff about what's going on in the world right now. Some dark cards in this. That looked like that card got sucked through the board. Yeah, through the portal. It's God, I shouldn't joke about it. It's fucking real. Yeah, it's because it's like I've got it on like this step ladder thing, right? And it's like it's not. Look, if I push the laptop, but I mean, if the laptop falls, I'm fucked. But nah, I'd rather that they fell than the laptop fall. You know what I'm saying? But that's why it's like it. I don't know how it even stays in the first place. But that's why. It's because it's not, you know. Oh, that's weird. Actually, it's like an optical illusion. It looks like it's on a solid surface, but that line isn't. It is just, you know what I mean? Nothing underneath it. So just so that you're aware. Oh, my nails look good there again. Crushing on my nails. These ones are about self-love tonight, guys. Right. They were all chipped and coming off earlier. So. It matches my jammy top too. Right. What do we need to know? Tell us some of the shit going on in the world right now. Oh, don't you. Oh my God. What did I just say? Tell us some of the shit going on in the world right now. And I've pulled the world. If you don't know what it means when I say I'm a collective channel, well, they've just shown you. Okay, now it's like earlier, right? I've not watched the news in months, right? There was a point when I was guided to sort of check in on what lies they were spreading each day, and I just stopped doing it because I thought this is just an absolute pantomime. It's all fucking bullshit, and I'm not interested, right? But today, got up, right, and I thought, is this just still the portal of hell that I was in yesterday? Like, is it any better? It didn't set an alarm or anything because I thought I've not got any obligation until Therapy Thursday. And I knew that if I was still even really bad, I could just sack it. But I'm quite proud that I think this is the fourth one, guys. Is this the third or the fourth one? Pretty sure this is the fourth one though. So I thought I've been consistent, so I'm wanting to stick with it. But basically, yeah, I just happened to turn the TV on right as the show was starting. And I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. How do the other ones stand up? Magic. Because I've kind of positioned that they're, you know what I mean? That they're, yeah, I've kind of positioned it that it can. I was careless with the other ones. What does that mean? Someone's been careless with something. Second chakra, sacral chakra, sexual energy, receiving. That's what I was talking about before. Women holding a coin. Fourth chakra, hostilities. Right, so let me just feel into this. So I was asking about the world. Right. Oh, there's 36 again. So basically, oh God, right. Okay. Fucking hell. So I don't know if you guys have been seeing the chat with the cats, but you know, it's like every time I leave, there's just cats like everywhere, right? And it used to be quite a nice feeling, but the last few weeks, it's like, this is not a nice feeling. I feel like these cats are bad shapeshifters. And it's just, I'm being drawn to the fact that that woman's a bit kind of like, doesn't look too friendly. And she's got a cat sitting beside her. Interesting. Kind of reminds me like a baddie in a film or something. Right. But what I'm feeling with this is it's like what looks like the disaster and the end of the world. It's actually, it is just the old world dying out. It's been prophesized for centuries, again, by many different people. That's what the Hopi prophecy is all about, you know, is that the just all this stuff would be happening, the animals dying and all the other stuff that it says. And we'd be returning to the ways of the shamans and really like looking after the earth. But before that happens, a lot of bad stuff's got to happen. I'm really simplifying it, by the way. I'm just really simplifying it. That's how I feel. And then the second chakra, Archangel Ariel, this is about balance. And again, like what we're saying about the balancing of your own masculine and feminine energy within, which really ideally everyone needs to do, even people that aren't twin flames. But twin flames especially need to do that because of what you're guided to do. You're guided to make a big difference in the world. And again, everyone can make a big difference in the world, but not everyone's interested. And now I get why I've been talking about Love Island. Like, full disclosure, obviously I watch it because I'm talking about it. But with things like that, it's a huge majority, a huge majority of the world just want to stay numb, getting drunk all the time. You know what I mean? Being drunk, partying, and doing whatever. And it's again, like, I bet all of us will have had our time of doing that, or maybe you still do that. But I'd imagine, you know, you've kind of woken up even a little bit to the fact that there is more to life than all of that. And that's about, you know, gaining that balance of, you know, taking action, like you say, going out and, you know, being very masculine and taking action. And that's why I suppose I was talking about that with you know, I do believe there was some real connections made there. And then the minute they've went into that place, it's like just been fucking chucked out because guys compete with one another. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, right, who's going to pull the hottest one first? And they don't think about in that moment, shit, but I'm actually losing something real with that person. Again, I think you could also argue as a this is the counselor part of me talking, it's unlikely it's going to be that real anyway when they're that young. Do you know what I mean? They've got a lot of living and learning to do. But I actually even think, remember last year when that happened with Liam? And oh shit, I think this is why, right, this is going all over the fucking joint. So just as well, it's those of you that know me well. People that are new, if you don't get this, then sorry, but it will go somewhere. I have been getting Lily coming to me like so strong, and it was really clever what they done the other night. It was like clairvoyantly, I was flashed up in my head the one that guy cheated with, right? Who's called Lily. Now, the only reason I remembered her name, because she was in it for 2 minutes, caused trouble and fucked off again, was because the other one was Millie. So it was like Millie and Lily, and I was like, this is a fucking joke. It was like they were absolutely taking the piss. But anyway, to bring it totally away from Love Island stuff, I was drawn to the name Lily 3 times on Sunday, and I was meeting one of my best pals' babies, and she started saying something about Lily. And then later on that night, my friend came for tea, and one of my best pals came for tea, and she brought me lilies. So there is some connection with somebody, I would say on the YouTube, because that's the only place I'm doing stuff right now, of with the name Lily. And it's interesting because I know somebody on here right now, actually, they do have a grandparent in the spirit world called Lily. So it could just be you, right? It could be that, but I'm just sort of putting out there because it was really, really strong. And it's weird that I think that's maybe why I've just started. There's lots of reasons why they will have. Sometimes it could just be having a wee chat, but it does tie into lots of things that I'm saying. Because it's a disconnect, you know, it's a lack of intimacy and the kind of like showing off in front of your peers. And that basically it was to lead me back to talk about Lily there, I think, because I've just tied that in, because otherwise I would have forgot to say. So because you'll see actually in the one that I released for Friday, I mention it in the minute. That is anyone connected to here connected to the name Lily? Because it's actually annoying me. Anyway, and I do feel it's somebody's granny. So oh God, we've got 10 people watching. So again, it might be person watching this live or replay, it might be that it is your nan. But we'll work that out. I just want to see if anyone else connects with that. So women holding a coin. So what I'm getting about this is it is basically I do feel yeah, I don't get good vibes from that, right? I don't get good vibes from that. It's like this is like there's an imbalance here. Yeah, I get what they're saying. It's like when I'm picking up the collective energy, it's like, oh, how weird is that? When I was talking about Love Island, it's so although this is a woman thing, it could be a woman or a man, right? And it's basically about where there is an imbalance of giving and receiving, and but more in the sense of giving and receiving respect, you know what I mean? And just it's like it feels like it's very much what are you trying to tell me? Adjacent possibilities and happy family. Yeah, look, it's about the choices that people make, and I definitely feel, I don't know, I think it's like what they're trying to tell me is it's like we're being shown the worst of how people can behave. Basically, it's like what there's, and this is, I don't know why they're talking about this to me because we know this, but it's like everything that kind of goes on behind closed doors, but we're actually seeing it. We're actually seeing it unfold, and then, but what I was getting was like, it just paints, well, it's right now it's paint. I think it was painting women in a bad light actually since the start, but which isn't usually from what I've seen other seasons. But again, they're not making me, I can't stop talking about Love Island, so I'm just going to keep going with this until it goes somewhere. But it's basically sorry, I'm getting people talking to me and it's really distracting, and then I'm like, oh yeah, what I'm trying to say is it's making men look like total fuckers, isn't it? And it's like, and I just think it's not a true reflection of all men, because even it was making me do that last night. I was like, what a bastard, because it just because if that was me, like I totally did believe, you know, how he was being with a girl, and then it's like the minute he's out, he's not like that. But it's I feel that it's not a coincidence. It's like this real heightened energy going on this week with all these good and bad portals, for lack of better words. And then things like that, like really exaggerating feelings. Like it must be putting a lot, like I bet there'll be a lot of people being very suspicious of their partners right now. Medicine Mother, honor your inner knowing, trust your intuition, retreat to recharge. Right, I'm gonna just stop talking about that though, because I don't know why the fuck that's all coming up. But there's a repeating message about needing to rest and retreat. Right. Hello, Duke. What bit were you laughing at? And hello, are you a man? Are you an actual man? Have you been before? Have you just not spoken a while? That's funny because I didn't say out loud, but I was thinking I want a man to talk tonight. I want a man to come and talk to show us that there's some lovely men out there, because we're talking about men that aren't acting so divine. Right. So to bring it back, let's see if some serious messages come out. Oh, and by the way, I am actually giving up Love Island for you right now because it's 9:10, but it's fine. Then I get to miss the breaks. So Lilac Fire Dragon. So I didn't shuffle this, right? I pulled this earlier on today, and this is about the divine unions coming in. Now, obviously, that isn't for everyone. So if you're a twin flame, it doesn't mean, oh, yeah, your divine union's coming in, but it is for some twin flames out there. So like I always say, you know, we hold space and we be happy for the people it is happening for, and then you're more likely to receive yours. If you're always like, oh, I'm so jealous, I've not got that. No. Well, you're just going to push whatever it is what you're calling in further and further away. Lilac Fire Dragon transmutes through the power of divine love. And that's what's needed on the planet right now for programs like Love Island, putting out Yes, it's entertaining, but putting out stuff really painting men and women as quite disrespectful to each other, really. Although, like I say, I'm holding judgment a little bit on that because it can often turn around. Like I did think what happened last year was really interesting because that Liam guy was really young as well. And it wasn't nice. And let's face it, if you were the girl, you would have felt like shit. And also she didn't fuck about, did she? She was pretty scary, that Millie. I was like, is she actually going to forgive him? Like I was really put out. I was like, come on, he's made a mistake. Do you know what I mean? The fucking tarty one was throwing herself at him. And then I think they're still together. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't keep up with them. I don't have any of that. I don't have Instagram, Facebook, and that. And I wouldn't fucking be arsed about it, even if I was. But I think they're still together. You know what I mean? It's nice to see the journey that someone goes on. But it's manipulated, isn't it? It's manipulated. Same. You better be finished by 10 for +1. Yes, just tell me to go at 1:45. Yeah. But remember I said to you, it's like this helps because I'm channeling the healing energy for all of yous, and I'm actually getting it too. So hopefully it'll help me get to sleep because it was fucking rough. Like honestly, all day yesterday and all night it was rough as fuck. So doesn't it? So see guys out there that send me second attack, you don't need to worry. The hay fever's bad enough. If you want to fucking pile it on top, then you can do that. But I'm already suffering, so I'm protected. Open up to transcendent love and enlightenment. Purity of heart brings peace, hope, and joy. Let's read that because, like I say, I did pull this, and that to me really reminds me of the violet flame energy, which is what I work with. We'll check in later. Youngest not sleeping. Oh, I'm sending love to him if he's open to it. It'll be the heat, won't it? How hot is it down there? Right. What's this called? Lilac Fire Dragon. It was 23 here today. Oh, I just opened the book at the right page. And that's too hot for me, far too hot. So even if my hay fever wasn't bad, but I just, no way. Transmutes through the power of divine love. Open up to transcendent love and enlightenment. Purity of heart brings peace, hope, and joy. These dragons are 5th dimensional. However, they can reach up to the 9th dimension to access the awesome lilac fire of source, which is new energy recently graced the earth. This carries transcendent love as well as enlightenment. When these dragons pours their lilac fire over and through us, we are bathed in divine feminine light. Oh, I did not know that. How interesting. It's really weird because I actually addressed is that the right word? Like I introduced, like that's the first thing I said when I came on. Like I'm a divine feminine, so I go with the flow. So that's quite funny that this card. So I've pulled 2 cards. I've pulled 2 cards about divine feminine. I pulled one from this deck earlier, and I didn't even know that it had one about divine feminine. So, and we're pulling all these cards about rest. So yeah, whether you're a man, a woman, or wherever you identify as, we are really meant to be in divine feminine rest and energy right now. Oh, fuck, just believe me, it was in there. Right. Oh, no, now I've lost a page. Where are you? There we go. Which has the power to dissolve all lower energies in pure love and bring us peace, hope, and joy. And that's why I was saying I'm aware that there's some real heightened drama that's went on in the UK today, but let's not give it any attention, you know what I mean? Because it's there's a lot of high vibrational, amazing frequencies coming in as well. It also bathes us in the higher divine feminine qualities of wisdom, agape. I think that's how you say it. Is that how you say that? What is that? Is it agape? Agape? I liked how I said it, agape. I don't know how to say that. A-G-A-P-E. Agape. Agape. And oneness. Maybe it's a gape. Hello, Michelle. How are you doing? Michelle, I called you in. You took a while to hear the call, but better late than never. Having this energy in our aura may even allow us to experience bliss and ecstasy. Well, this is absolutely talking about the twin flame unions. You know what I mean? This is going on. And so this is like when I done the last Therapy Thursday and all that stuff came in, and I was like, why does this sound like it's like the world's ending, but there's like a whole load of twins like getting on? But that is basically what it is. It's like when the absolute bliss, ecstasy, and waves of euphoria that wash over twins when they reunite. And particularly, like, yeah, if you've been apart from someone for 3 months and they were acting like a bit of a fucker, or 6 months or whatever, or a year, that's going to be, you're going to get this feeling of euphoria, or even a couple of years, you're going to get happy feelings as well. But I do feel twins that have been apart for like 10 years, 5 years, the ones that have been apart for 15, 20 years that got a real rough ride, you know, this is the kind of energies that when that's put out into the planet, that is going to be, I've not even got words for it. Do you know what I mean? Like, that kind of energy transmutes a lot of darkness in the world. And that's why everything is done to stop twins reuniting. Because it's powerful. When you choose this card, a lilac fire dragon will touch you with incredible 9th dimensional light. So, and remember I said I did feel, because we're in this portal, there will be really strong energies coming in right now. And I can feel it. That's why I've not got off, because I knew I wasn't going to be coming off, like when I said, but it's because I can feel it's actually helping me with how I was feeling. So when you choose this card, a lilac fire dragon will touch you with incredible 9th dimensional light. So call it in and ask it to touch you. As it approaches you, breathe in divine love and sense the lilac fire enveloping you. This will enable you to let go of the old easily, calmly, and graciously. Notice particularly how you feel when this dragon touches you, and sense the purity of love that it radiates. Ask this dragon to remain with you, to anchor the glorious light of the lilac fire and take you into a new and illuminated way of being. When you do this, the love radiating from your heart will become purer and more beautiful. People will sense this and respond with trust, respect, and gratitude. Consciously work with this beautiful dragon and notice the difference it makes in your life and the quality of love around you. But really, whatever else that meant to people, but I take it to mean as well, because I've pulled so many cards about rest and recharge and all that, it is about, that is what we're being called to do right now. Regardless of whatever gender, regardless of whether you associate more with divine feminine or divine masculine. Oh, I've not got many of these cards here, but they were under there. I feel like I want to... Oh, look, how interesting. Look at this. See, I love it that there has been a purpose to talking about Love Island. Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. I'm sorry, guys. I think that's actually got a lot to do with chatting about Love Island. And I also think it's got a lot to do with what I said at the start about accepting the light and the dark in you. It's kind of like why I know it's like a broken record. It annoys me when I watch these back. I'm like, why am I saying that again? But it's not me. You know what I mean? It's like I'm channeling this. It's basically because there's not enough people saying the same. There are some, but there's not enough people saying what I'm saying, that it's there's enough people going against Twin Flames as it is, that we don't need more people making a divine feminine go against a divine masculine, whether it's your own or other people's. You know what I mean? We don't need them bashing, because it's like the journey is really difficult for both energies. And it is about when you can have empathy and understanding of where each other's at. And it was more kind of coming to me today about, you know, especially the time that's needed. Divine masculine energy, regardless of gender, needs a lot of energy to process, like to go within, like the, you know, like the whole sort of butterfly analogy that I like to use a lot. I've used it in a while, about that if you try to save a butterfly and it looks like it's dying, you'll actually kill it, right? Whereas I remember it was a medium told this story before they, that's an address actually, that's weird that I said that earlier, because that is an address. A medium told this story before she'd done the service when I was at a mediumship event once, and I never forgot it, and it was something along the lines of that. Obviously we've heard things like this before, I've told it on here loads, but it is just about, you know, you might think you're helping, so this could go for anything, but they're using it for the example of the twin flame journey right now, but it could go for anyone. It could go for like you know, you and your client, it could go for you and your friend, you and your family members, a big one, you and your kids, that's a big one. You know, how many times do you want to stop a teenager from their heart being broken, especially when we can see fuckers like this acting like how they're acting on Love Island? I'm telling you, if I had a freaking daughter or a bloody son, I wouldn't even want them fucking getting treated like that, would you? Nobody would. You wouldn't. But it's all, it's part and parcel of, it's a rite of passage. You know, we've all got to make our own mistakes. And with this, what they're saying about, me saying about the butterfly thing is that actually it's in the struggle that, you know, that someone finds themselves, and they do come out the darkness. And it's like when I said on that wee one that I titled Urgent or something, you know, it's you have to remember that it's not well, it's not all about you, basically. I think some people can forget that when they're impatient for the other person to tell them how they feel for whatever reason, because for some people there's real complicated shit going on there, and it's not just the feelings. It is, but even if there isn't all of that, it's about that, you know, someone's going through that period of healing, and they do need to, all these things that we're getting, because there'll be a mixture of people that are going to resonate with being divine masculine on here. There's a mixture of people that will resonate with being divine feminine, regardless of your gender, or you can just reflect on where you were at one point. But whether you're in your dark night of soul right now, or you went through it ages ago, definitely if you're in a situation where, I would say if you know who your twin flame is, because if you don't know who it is, probably a little bit easier, you know what I mean? It's like I always say, like, people that don't know who their twin is, it must be slightly easier, but it might not be in some ways, because you're like, oh, I don't know who my person is. Where are they? What part of the world do they live in? It's about, it all comes down to compassion, and that's what divine feminine, true divine feminines, that's how you can notice a real one, are all about. It doesn't mean they won't ever get impatient or feel shit and stuff like that, but it is about compassion, empathy, and understanding. Because again, who are you being compassionate, empathizing with, and being understanding of? No, not just your twin, yourself. Boom, drop the mic. And that's what people miss. So for anyone out there, that somebody must be feeling this for me to be saying it, because this is the way they're making me go. But it's interesting, because I'm going to end this, not soon, but I'm going to end it whenever, with self-love messages, and it's like personal ones for people. And it is about that. It's like, you know, if you're getting increasingly frustrated with the other person, it means that you're not being very understanding of yourself. So, right, which is fine, but it's at least you know where to work from if you're being like that. Right. No, I don't want to pull one of them. I want to pull one of these. Right. So that's just interesting, because I wasn't going to use that deck, but the daisies are on the back as well. And I think I said in one of the upcoming shorts, or one that I've already put up, that, yeah, the daisies are about simplifying your life. So I really do feel there's people out there that are being guided to simplify their life of the drama and the stuff that isn't them anymore, to bring in more peaceful times. Baby bird, I love that. That's amazing. I picked up the Claire call, the clarion call. Claire put out a matrix call for you. Right. What just fell out there? The golden children. Oh, look, and it's people being called. Look, that's us being called to the portal. It's like, hey guys, the door's shutting soon. You're in your twin flame. Run to the door quick. Not joking. The golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. But seriously, on that picture, that's what that looks like to me. It's like this magical portal being opened to the higher dimensions, to, you know, for the chosen ones, the children, you know, to whatever you want to call it, the people that get it. It's like, again, I've not, but I made my website about 1.5 years ago. And I remember writing on it something, because I just spoke it and my best pal wrote it out. And I wrote something about, it's like, I'm here to help the children, right? Because I am here to help actual children, as not a coincidence, someone was just mentioning their child. But when I heal people, I heal your inner child. And specifically with the twins, it is always about the inner child. It is. It's a lot of the time, the inner child of both twins are like that, just wanting to, like, I want my friend, you know. Reaching out to one another. And it's the adult selves that are in pride or stubbornness or procrastinating or stuck or all these other different things that happen. But the other thing that they were saying to me there is it's basically part of my job is I'm here to wake up the children as well. So it's not actual children, it's some adults as well that are kind of needing to come out of a slumber. which is what a lot of divine masculines, regardless of sex, that's what I've helped people do for the past longer than 7 years, but 7 years is when Crystal Clairvisions was born, but that's a bit too deep when I can't be bothered going into that. Right, what else do we need to know here? Oh my God, and I did mention the word the initiation. I said rite of passage, but same difference. The initiation, rite of passage, you're going somewhere sacred. Yeah, so this is about twins being called somewhere sacred, somewhere different, somewhere only. What's that song again? I'm hearing that song. No, what are the words again? Somewhere only we know. Yeah, it's the one at the end of He's Just Not That Into You. I really hope that isn't a message for someone out there that he just isn't that into you. Maybe someone thinks a karmic is their twin flame. Sorry, it did just pop into my mind. But remember, that film is actually about standing your ground because you are the exception to the rule. You know what I'm saying? Remember when I sang the song? Remember when I sang the Bradley Cooper song? You make it real for me. I can't sing it, but that's, oh my God, that's relevant, isn't it? Yeah. I think all these songs are going to be relevant to someone out there because I'm mentioning a lot of songs all at once. You're going somewhere sacred, or at least you're being called somewhere sacred. Some are not heeding the call, but some are, because we've just pulled unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So yeah, this is absolutely about divine masculine energies, where you're a man, woman, whatever you identify as, because like I say all the time, if you're new around here, all the clients that I tend to help are women that are in masculine energy, that are in situations like this. Sing it. Well, I would if I could. I can't sing it. But yeah, so whatever, you know, whether this is you or whether this is your twin, this is going on. It's like people feeling the call to the higher dimensions, to be in with their twin, because like say, basically when you are pulled to your twin, you instantly will be pulled into another timeline, because the divine feminine is sitting in like in a fucking cloud floating on fucking, you know what I mean? Like just yeah, like it's why I can go out on the beach and there probably is loads of folk cutting about that I went to school with, people that I would want to see, wouldn't want to see, and I never fucking see them because I'm not in the same dimension. Like it is kind of crazy, but it's true. And also it's like I can hide myself when I want to be hidden. Like I do it all the time. I do it on social media. I do it out and about. It is a bit of a, yeah, it is a thing. But basically, yeah, there's soul contracts being released right now. Forge, don't follow, pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. But this is going on for both twins. But it's like feeling this call. Isn't it interesting that we're talking about calls as well? Feeling this call to step up and be the leader of your own life. All paths lead home, inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. And I said to someone earlier, Linda, when she was saying what about a card, I was saying, the answers are within, because they are. And it's like we're being asked to spend a lot of time alone, like going within, to get in touch with the truth of who you are, because in truth, all paths lead home. All paths lead to your twin flame. That is the truth of it. That even people that take the scenic route, like, which I've always said for years is what I've took the scenic route so that you don't have to. But it's like anybody taking the scenic route, it will still, that is where you lead back to, because your twin flame is you. It's coming away from the separation, because look at this, they're soul family. Your twin flame is, if we're all soul family, we're not each other's twin flames. Your twin flame is absolutely your soul family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone, but they're just really sort of wanting to stress that about it is important to do some of it alone. Like you actually have to do it alone. It's why for years I've always spoke about my own dark night of soul, to teach other people about what they were going through. Like I say, there was nobody that I came across that was going through at the same time, but people did go it, shortly after me, and then loads of people since it. And obviously people were going through it at the same time, but I didn't come across any of them. Do you know what I'm saying? it's that kind of, you have to go through it alone. That's basically what I'm saying. You have to go through the darkness alone. But at the other end of it, the light at the end of the tunnel, they're pulling me the word soul family that's written on a whiteboard thing down there as well. So that's pretty nuts. Right, okay. What else do you need to know about this? I think I do want to put some structure to this before I end it. I might actually do a bit of a check-in on both energies. Or try to. Source Dragon, attunes you to the infinite. Be still. Oh, look. Yeah, I thought that. The collective message kind of come into a bit of a standstill because it's the same message that's coming out. So they're like, how many cards do you want? Just to tell you the same thing. Attunes you to the infinite. Be still. In the silence, magic can happen. Be in the moment. So that is absolutely whichever, you know, you identify with the most. It is about when you want to be with people, be with soul family, but spend a lot of time alone, going within, connecting with yourself. That's where the magic happens. That is divine feminine energy, regardless of whether you're mostly divine feminine or divine masculine. It's about going into the womb space, the void space, to the big picture thinking, Pleiades energy. I thought that was, I could feel that visionary inspired ideas, because this is where, look, this is where you're able to open up to that energy of the light beings, the light codes, and especially this week with all the Sirius energy coming in. It's about connecting to yourself, you know what I mean? And this should really speak to people. Oh yeah, another man. Hello, Paul. Paul, you've been on before, haven't you? It's like we called in two men, yeah. I pulled cards this morning and they were about star family. You're not alone. Yes, so very similar messages. But this is what I'm saying, like this is what twins need to hear right now, particularly divine masculine energies, regardless of whether you're a man, woman, whatever you identify as. It's because it can feel very lonely. Even if you have got lots of people around you saying you're not alone, you still feel alone. And I know this from when I went through my own dark night of soul. I was very grateful that I did have people around me, but I did feel very alone. And I had to feel like that to become who I am today, to be able to teach and to help people with that. But like I always say, like I always said to myself, like, I'm never ever going to forget how bad this actually feels, and particularly because I knew what was to come further down the line, because they told me what was going to happen. You know, like not only did they tell me things about my own twin flame journey, but they told me that I was going to be a dark night of the soul teacher. You know, at one point I was like, am I meant to rebrand myself as that? It's a bit fucking depressing, isn't it? So I didn't, but it is what I am. I've helped many, many people through what we'd call counselling, you know, in inverted commas, but it was people in a dark place, you know, people not wanting to fucking be here. And now they're doing amazing work in the world and following their calling, following their dreams. Right. Let's put this card. Right. I think what I want to do now is I think right, let's have a wee stopgap, right? So I'll do some, there's usually like not that many people on, but it says there's 9 people. Now, not all 9 people are talking, I don't think. So, but I was going to do some self-love, self-care messages, just for anyone who wants one. So just let me know if you would want one, and I'll pull just a couple. So I might add to it when I'm reading you. I usually do, but if I don't, it's just because I'm protecting my energy tonight. So we'll just go with the flow. Some of it might be more straight to the point and simple. I wonder if that card's got, one of these cards has got sex on it. So, just warning you in case you get embarrassed easily. It's got random shit in it. Remember, one says like use your hands. We were pissing ourselves. I seem to remember you were here, Michelle, when we were laughing. It's like, listen, do what you will. Right, too funny. Right, so who would like, Angela, does that mean you would like cards? I'm going to take that to me. Right, so I'm going to pull one from this deck. For Angela. Friend. Be as good a friend to yourself as you are to others. Right, I want to pull another one. Hey, what have I done here actually? I don't really want to do that because they're different. I know. It's got a woman making pottery. It's just, God, yeah. Some of them are pretty fun. You just know one of these cards is going to come out because I said it. Clearing. Right. So Angela, clear the clutter. When in doubt, throw it out. So what this is telling me is I feel what's really being worked with you right now is any kind of limiting beliefs around when somebody asks you for help, if you're not able to help them in that moment, or even at all, that it doesn't make you a good friend. You know what I mean? It's like something like this. It's about basically, I feel, and so bear in mind, guys, Angela knows this, but if something I say doesn't make sense to you right now, just hold it, because I tap into Akashic records. So it's like, it can be past stuff, it can be present, or it can be things that haven't happened yet. And I didn't call myself Crystal Claire Visions for no reason, you know what I mean? And actually, I just basically, that's really funny because of what I just said there. I see things like, I could see things for years in the future, you know, sometimes like 10 years and shit like that. So but basically what I'm feeling is it's like, I feel they're trying to work with you with just putting yourself first, like really, and it feels very, I do actually want to pull you one of these. It feels really in line with when I said about like not abandoning parts of yourself. That's what I feel like. So it's like they're just showing me, like, they're basically showing me things like of where if somebody's like, oh, would you be able to help me with this? But like, you're not, like, say we're all saying we're tired, and actually you were one of the, I think you were the first person to say you were tired, and it's like you're kind of like, no, I can't, I'm really fucking exhausted, do you know what I mean? But it's like, you might be like, yeah, sure, because you're such a lovely person. And this is what I mean. It's like we've all got this running script of, if we don't help that person in that moment, it's like it makes us not a good friend. So I don't know whether this has happened already. It could just be quite a small thing, I feel, or it might be something a bit is whatever. Just be aware of that there's going to be something. I just don't feel it's happened yet. If somebody asks you to do something, but actually it's like you're so tired and you know that every fibre of your being, your intuition's like, actually, do you know what? See, on this one, I have to look after me. And if somebody thinks I'm a dick for it, then so be it. You know, you've just got to give, oh my God, thank you. Praise the Lord Jesus. Like, honestly, like, it amazes me. This card I've just pulled makes so much sense. I don't know, I have no idea what this is about, but it does make sense of what I'm saying. You're being tested on whether to put yourself first or not. And like say, because divine masculine energies, regardless of you're a man, woman, whatever you identify, so this can make sense for more than just Angela. It's about like not allowing that feeling of guilt to sink in. Like, if you know genuinely that you are tired, you haven't got any energy, then you need to look after yourself. You know, it doesn't mean that other person isn't worthy of help. They'll find the help from somewhere else. And actually, what they're saying to me is, you know, in this, especially this week, but really in these times that we live in, we've got to be very mindful of just absolute energy vampires, like people zapping your energy. So really, really be mindful of that. Don't make decisions, because look, this is why I'm saying this really makes sense. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. And I really don't think that's a coincidence that there's a man on the back of this card. So although that was Angela's card, because I know that message was for Angela, this is definitely going to make sense to a lot of other divine masculine men out there, I feel, actually, and other women, that it's basically like, you know, don't you dare let they did say don't you dare let yourself feel guilty about other people basically giving it the poor me, I'm hopeless, helpless, I need you to help me. Oh my God, there's a card that says hopeless and helpless. And then they've just pulled me to the fuck this card, moving on. So Angela, I really do feel it's like, you know, you're going to be like, nah, I'm done with listening to somebody's shite and I'm putting myself first. But I feel this is talking to somebody else really strongly as well, because new beginning, a new adventure awaits, embrace it and live your dreams passionately. But I feel specifically for you, Angela, it's just in general about you, like, not abandoning yourself, because when you don't abandon yourself, your twin won't abandon themselves. The more you abandon yourself to help Tom, Dick, Harry, Tom, Dick, Harry, Sally, Julie, Molly. Why do I always say Sally, Julie, Molly? I don't know where the fuck. I honestly don't know why I say. I don't know Sally and Julie's. I know a Molly, but I don't know Sally and Julie's. I don't know why the fuck I say that. It's just too funny. But anyway, you get it. You know what I mean? When you stop abandoning yourself, your twin will stop abandoning them. Boom, love it. Right. So, Charlotte. Said I wasn't going to add to it, and I did. But it's fine. Yeah. Charlotte need to know. Self-worth. You get what you believe you deserve. It's time to raise your standards. Well, this really does fit with what I was saying to the collective. It's like, yeah, you get what you think you deserve. So they really do want you to value yourself. And I know that fits with what you were saying about resting. Because look, self-care is a necessity, not a luxury. Pamper. So you were meant to be doing that yesterday. When you said that you were really tired and you napped, like it's good girl, look at this, good girl, but it's crossed out power. The ability to suck it up is not a superpower. Saying no is own your power. So it's about really eradicating that feeling of, I can feel I'm talking to more than Charlotte. Guys, if you don't get this already, right, we're all one, right? So I've said this from the start when I've been doing my Facebook Lives for years and years, but it really is that now, that whenever I'm doing a personal message, they're for everyone, really. If you can really sort of see that, they are for everyone. So if it speaks to you, take the healing from it, because I can feel the energy really pouring through. But it's about, don't make yourself feel guilty for putting yourself first. Don't tell yourself you're a good, you're not a good girl or you're not a good boy because you're saying no to someone. You see the pattern it follows on from Angela's. It's about, you need to have more self-worth, value yourself, pamper yourself, and own your power and speak your voice. There, I need to pull one more for you. But it's about not rewarding ourselves for productivity all the time and rewarding ourselves for having a nap during the day. Like, so do you mean I'm rewarding myself that I had a nap? And you know what's quite strange? So I don't know if you maybe done something like this to Charlotte as well, but I said that all mixed up. But I went to sleep at exactly 4:30, and I said to myself, right, I'm not going to set an alarm because I don't want to put any pressure on myself. I don't really like the being woken up like, abruptly like that. So I just said to my subconscious, right, I'm going to wake up at 5:30, right? I shit you not, I opened my eyes at 5:30. I was like, wow. So it's, it's about basically really honouring that fact that, we are sovereign, and the energies that are coming in are really, really strong. And I know that you'll really get what I'm saying here. And it's very important that we do rest in these energies. You are the queen of your life. Treat yourself like royalty. I love it. Connect with your ancestors, and I love it because I know that, Charlotte, you've been guided to do that a lot for yourself and for other people. So you obviously were meant to get these extra cards. The 14th of July may be significant there. That is within the energies of the full moon in Capricorn. So just look out for some real shifts in your energy there as well. Right, okay. Hope that meant something to you. Right, Paul, what have we got for Paul? Fucking hell, Paul, about 5 jumped out, but we're going to read them. So, plan a vacation. Now, I don't know which part of the world you live in, whether that's possible or not. So if it's not possible to be getting on an actual plane, perhaps you can just go a wee day trip somewhere, or it doesn't even need to be too far. But I really do feel, again, it's this feeling of needing to give yourself a bit of a break, to clear your head and clean your space. Again, and 9 is endings, completion. I really do feel that's like when I pulled the card for Angela about clearing the clutter. It's like you're being guided to kind of clear your mind, clear your heart, clear your mind, clear your heart, clear your head, all this kind of feeling. And the only way you're going to be able to do that is by spending time alone. So again, that is really giving me the kind of vibes of what I'd read before with some of the other cards about needing to go within. And I don't know whether you're a fan of listening to like binaural beats or like chanting music or any kind of music, but there's 2 cards here talking of chanting and music. So if you don't already do that, I really do feel that would help you at this time. Some sort, it might even just be, listening to some kind of YouTube video where someone's doing like singing bowls or Tibetan music, something like that. Right. Ooh, sorry, that noise wouldn't have been nice on yours. Right. So I set an alarm for noon. What, have you got a mini vacation planned, or are you going to do it now? I set an alarm for noon and woke up at 1, but I did have the kids to pick up at 1 a.m. What do you mean, Charlotte? Did you mean to write? Did you mean to write 1 a.m.? Or surely you meant that you slept for an hour? You didn't sleep the whole way through, did you? I mean, in these times, it wouldn't be that weird, to be honest. Right. Priorities. So we have got the quality of your life is determined by how you spend your time. Make sure your schedule reflects the life you want. Yeah. So Paul, I really do feel your message is following on from the ladies' messages there about self-worth, about saying no to people, scheduling what's important to you, like basically showing God, spirit, great spirit, universe, angels, whatever you connect to, that you mean business. Like you're telling the spirit, I am important, like I am valuing myself as sovereign. I'm not putting other people before me anymore, because we're done with the people pleasing. And you're ready to take action with something to a new door of opportunity, because there's a door there. And like I keep saying, this is an important doorway of opportunities where we're being guided to make the right decisions for us. Baby steps are still steps, and they're better than standing still. So what I get from this is it's about wherever there's been a bit of procrastination or stuck energy, stalling, they want you to make some kind of plan. Like, maybe this is hilarious because I've actually got my whiteboard on the floor with May on it, and we're in frickin' July now. But do you know what I mean? It's like at least the intention is there to do it. You know what I mean? I've wrote on bits of paper, but I do like to use my whiteboard too. But the point is, get something like that that's going to work for you, and make a plan and stick to it. Like, and make sure that you're not putting other people before you all the time, because that is what we've been conditioned to do. Like, be a good girl, be a good boy. You know, don't break somebody's heart. That's right. So again, to people that weren't here when I was talking about Love Island, they're making me talk about it again. And for those of you who don't know what that is, it's a reality show in the UK. I think they have they got in America? Have they got things like that now? They've got things like that. But anyway, you've got things like that. But it's, the point is it's they're telling me something about what I enjoy watching on it is, although it's never nice to see, you know, someone's got more feelings for someone else. What I like seeing is when you get past all the hurt and the pain and the drama, which is probably going on right now as I'm channeling this, like, because it's on now and I'm going to watch the recording, is in actual fact, what can make somebody look like the villain, or like, oh my God, what a bastard, or like, oh my God, what a bitch, going off for someone else. Actually, they've found a better connection. Like, they found a true connection with someone. And it's quite good at that young age if they're actually saying to themselves, do you know what? That's a lovely person. I was having a nice time with them, but I've just met somebody that feels like my fucking soulmate or my twin flame. You know what I mean? Never know. Like, some years I do see, I can't remember right now, but I do remember watching it sometimes, you're like, oh wow, I think they're twin flame, but not very often, to be honest. But I can't even remember what one it was now, but I do remember thinking at one point. But the point is, it's not a coincidence that I'll find it and I'll pin it in the after this. I got drawn to a tiny little short today, and it had a man talking about connection, and he was basically saying, if I can't remember it, doesn't matter, because I'll find it and I'll post it below. But he was saying, you know, connection is rare. It's like, you know, you can find a bond with someone, you know, a bond can grow stronger, but you can't just get connection with someone. It's either there or it's not. And that, I was like, wow, like, you mean, like, I definitely saw that for a reason, because it's true. And this is very twin flamey. So again, this may be specific, I don't know, to you, Paul, or maybe specific to somebody else watching this. Somebody needs to hear it. That he used the example of, think of people that you know, have a really strong connection. For whatever reason, they part ways and they go their different ways, and they meet up years later, sometimes decades later, and they get, it's like nothing ever changed. That is connection. And that is for the people that are like, oh, who's my twin flame? What's my twin flame? Well, have you got that with someone? Because if you've got that with someone, that's probably your twin flame. Do you know what I'm saying? If you've not got that with your twin flame, it ain't your twin flame. Like, that's basically, that's it. But yeah, I just let that energy flood in so fast. But yeah, basically there is this something about just getting your ideas written down a bit of paper and making sure that you come first. Like, that seems to be the message for everyone. Love it. Right. Hope that meant something to you, Paul. Right. I was tired though. So did you sleep that long? Oh, wait a minute, I didn't read that. Thank you. You mentioned the 14th being significant. Oh, did I? I mentioned the 14th being significant the other week. So I've decided to launch my program. I've been sitting on it. I haven't got things ready, but embracing the fuck it, let's go. Good. I'm glad you've learned well. I'm actually going to be doing the fuck it, let's go again soon. Yes, I do love those videos. Oh, great. Was that when I was talking about the music and stuff? Oh, that's cool. Beautiful messages. Good. I'm glad. Amazing. Right. So I don't think any, but did anyone else want a card that's live? Come on, shy people. Nobody gives a shit. There's only 8 people on here. If you want a card, speak up now or forever hold your peace. Oh, the sky's going pink. I love it. The sky was all purple. No, I really can't sing when I've got my hay fever because it's like I've got a heavy cold. You're very welcome. Thank you for coming on. We love it when the men come on. So, I was just singing Purple Rain there, wasn't I? That feels really significant. The sky was all purple. Interesting. Right, I'm going to pull cards for somebody out there that's shy, somebody that needs a message, and because we'll all benefit. So, what does somebody watching that's not talking need to know? Oh, that's too many. Dance. You need to let loose and dance. Then you need to have a rest. All that dancing in the kitchen knackered you out. Is this mine? And then you need to spend time with friends. I think this is mine, guys. I think that's mine because I've been doing a lot of dancing. I've just been dancing. I've just been dancing around my house to house music. That's what they've been making me do. And then I've been sleeping. I've been resting. And I don't know if I want to spend time with friends, actually. I've done a bit too much socializing. Like, not too much. I mean, that's so funny. All I done was, what the fuck did I do that? I'm thinking that. I went to meet my best pal's newborn, who wasn't so newborn, on the Sunday. That was it. Oh my God. So I looked after my nieces overnight on the Friday and it just fucked me up, guys. I mean, they're fucking angels. They never woke up and they always wake up for their mum and dad. They never wake up for Auntie Claire because I'm a healer. And whenever anyone sleeps next to me, they get the best night's sleep they ever had of their life. It's true. I've told the story before about one of my best pals when we were at Teen the Park. You know, when you think about it, like there's people fucking drinking, taking drugs, fucking doing whatever, fucking balloons, whatever fucking people going crazy at these things, right? And people make noise all night, all kinds of noises. You don't know what the fuck is going on. And my pal wakes up and she was like, fuck, that was the best night's sleep I've ever had. And I was like, looked and I was like, are you fucking crazy? I was awake all night. Do you know what I mean? Like, but it's because it's like in that close vicinity as well. It's like the healing energy was like being emitted. It was just so funny. I just remember thinking it was really funny. Along with the story when I said, so this was, obviously I don't drink now, but unless it was for a very good reason, which they don't come along too often. So it's like, I don't drink. That I woke up in the morning and I was like, oh my God, we forgot to see Calvin Harris. How did we do this? We slept through it. See, this has got something to do with it because we're talking about napping. And she just like, are you fucking joking? And I was like, no, why is my arm sore? And she was like, Claire, we jumped on a fucking buggy. We got to the front and you were fucking fist pumping all night at the at the front row. And I fucking couldn't remember any of it. Oh my God. And I swear I wasn't on drugs. It was just drink. It was just pints of Tennent's. That's what that done to me. I was like, oh my God. But yeah, and also the funniest thing was I kept going on about a monkey. Like before, she says when we got in the tent, I was like, where's the monkey? Where's the monkey? And honestly, I went fucking loopy. See, when I drank some drink, I think I was soaking up everybody else's fucking drink and drugs, whatever. And it was like, I was going on about a monkey. And she was like, why were you talking about a fucking monkey? Oh, and I was like, I don't know. And then in the morning, I found the monkey pillow at the bottom of my feet. And I was like, and she was like, oh my God. So yes. We were recently reminiscing about that. Yeah, crazy times. I don't miss it now. I certainly wouldn't after one goes down the rabbit hole, I certainly wouldn't be going to festivals now with the frequencies that they're putting out in the planet, but I'll not lower the tone. I'll not lower the tone. Right, anyway, so what else have we got here? Oh, that's weird, because see, when I was saying that, I was getting drawn to that card. Nourish your temple. 38, someone may be 38. Is this mine again? Take a walk. So you've got to nourish your temple by going a walk. Playfulness, play with a child. Children are your greatest teachers. And then I was just saying, I love looking after my nieces, but fucking hell, it's just like, it's so taxing. I think when you have to be on the ball with a timetable and all that shit, and because I'm not used to doing that, it's like, oh God, I just have to go back to my bed regardless of whatever time it is whenever they leave. But yes, I'll not be socializing. I just want to have a quiet. I just love quiet weekends, to be honest. Right, so, right, nobody else is saying they want a card. So I'm going to end it now with, what was I going to end it with? I think I was going to use somewhere psychic detective kind of card. So yeah, this really is like going, gone. Does anybody else want a card? Speak up, guys. Right, let's pull one of these. Oh no, that's what I was going to do. Gonna be arsed. Nah, I'm not doing that because it's just so blended, it doesn't matter. Right. Oh my God. Holy shit balls. And isn't that interesting that I was going to separate it? I was going to do divine feminine, divine masculine. Well, we don't need to separate it because we've got soulmates. That's where both twins are at if you're connecting with these messages. And there's a change in the wind. But we don't want to add that because we just want to keep the soulmate card. So again, this is not going to be for everyone, but it is for the twin flames out there that feel a change in the wind coming. How weird. I said something about zebras in today's shorts. Oh, synchronicity galore. Synchronicity galore. Is Mary Magdalene and Jesus going to make an appearance? What else do we need to know to go with this soulmate card? Because they give quite a lot of messages. So I think I knew that was going to come out today. 41, 4 and 1 is 5. 5 is big change. What do we need to know? No, I'm actually going to do that. Right. So for the wave of twin flame unions that this is going to connect with, and bear in mind, if it's not about the physical union with you and your twin, it can just be about you really finding that inner balance. And then the next bit to that would be the physical union. Let's ask in this wave of twins, because I do know that there are people that are connecting to these messages. Does it? Oh, wow. Did you see that that was on the shorts, Angela? We'll put it there then. I'll read the both of them. No, I'll put it there just now, though, because I want to do this. I want to do soulmates, but around here, soulmates means twin flames. If you've randomly landed upon this and you're not a twin flame, I don't know if any of it's going to make any sense to you. I'm a twin flame channel in both senses of the word. Right, so, ancestors, again, connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. I didn't specify whether I was doing divine masculine, divine feminine, so that's both twins. Wherever you've, I really get it. Wherever you've picked up these kind of patterns that, you know, I'm not a very nice person if I hurt someone, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, right. So that I'll go back to that. Because that's what I was saying, that's what I find really interesting about programs like Love Island is the instant reaction when people have, like, say the couple have been connecting with one another and then they go in that Casa Amor thing. And I mean, I don't think this year's a very good example because it's like they were all on heat. It's like even the ones you thought weren't going to do that absolutely didn't give a fuck. And they were like, woohoo, do you know what I mean? Like, who would have bet money that Luca guy would have went to a bird? I mean, I'm sorry, I'm psychic as fuck and I'm usually pretty good with this shit, but I actually probably would have felt that he would rather than the whole fucking lot of the rest of them. Do you know what I mean? Very disappointed in some of them. But what I'm saying is, even like your mind can change with these things, right? Because we'll see, you know, you only see when time will tell, but it's like that is what it's about. It is a test. but what I find interesting, the ones that are kind of, you know, they stray, and then they're like, you can see them that they're like, yeah, you might have strayed to the hot bird, but actually now that you're all back lumped in the same place together, fucking nightmare, who would want to do that? You can see the ones that start, like they're logging after the first one because they had feelings for the first one. So the other one, you know what I mean? And they're both, and actually, I mean, both, that girl's stunning. Like that page girl, actually, she's been a bit nasty at some bits too, hasn't she? Anyway, whatever. But you know what I mean? The point is that it's, and then you get other examples where, you know, they could be paired up together. And like, for instance, I think that Andrew and what's her name? Tasha, they're a good example because they kind of reminded me of Amy and Curtis, you know, that they look like, oh, they're this amazing, perfect married couple. But it's kind of like, well, not really, because where's the chemistry? It was kind of like they were brother and sister. Do you know what I mean? It was a bit forced. And then, but actually, although they're making out like she's being a bit of a kind of, you know, like, I don't know, a bit of a man eater. It's you know, it's kind of like that's why I kind of like, I get a bit annoyed at myself for watching these programs again. I take things sometimes too seriously, but it's because things, it can have a funny way of working out, and it's like, well, actually no, they're not being a dick, like they just have got a better connection with someone else. But anyway, we can I'm making up words, we could come back to this chat next week with the Love Island chat, but I do get where they're going with that. It's a bit like, you know, what they're trying to say to me is the people that don't stray from their partner in Love Island because they don't want to look bad to the public, or they think they've got a good chance of winning the money by staying in that couple, it's not real, it's not genuine. Whereas the people that do stray and then make a mistake and think, oh my God, shit, I'm actually in love with that one, and I've just fucking went away with that one, but I love that. And then if it's genuine and they admit it, they're the ones that usually win, because that's what happened last year with that Liam and Millie. You know what I mean? Like, you were like, fuck you, why are you doing that? Oh my God. You know what I mean? You've fallen for the fucking Jezebel, which, by the way, I've said that for a reason. If you're not aware, right, on the twin flame journey, this isn't going to be for everyone, but well, it actually is. But when there are certain energies that interfere with twin flames, soulmates, there are energies that are, you know, there's names for it. It's Jezebel and succubus or something. I can't say it. So you might want to Google these words, and it might just sort of give people light bulb moments of what we're dealing here with. And please surround me in protective light, because I might get a lot of fucking shit for that. Definitely psychic attack in the sleep, but we'll just pray for me. But yeah, they were really guiding me to say that there, because that is basically on a lower kind of scale. What's going on there in a modern way is it isn't really very nice when you think about it, that people are throwing like fucking super hot people to pull them away from what potentially could be a good thing. But it does happen in real life as well. It just doesn't happen in front of the public. Right, anyway. So I'm going, it's 10, so I'm watching it on +1. Right, well, have fun, Charlotte. I will be leaving shortly too. Right, what is the... Oh, you'll need to watch the short time. What is the divine masculine going through in this wave of unions? And then I'll read the soulmate card, and then I'll go, because I might pull some more, but interesting. Saint Germain, karma releasing, move beyond drama, create your own path, make room for good energy. Well, that ties up with what I was saying, and that may look like people's twins. It might not for some people as well. Obviously not if your twins are women or whatever in masculine energy. But Saint Germain is also the energy that I work with. So it's the violet flame, and the violet flame was that dragon card, the purple dragon card that I read before. So, but again, it feels very tied in with other people's messages and the collective message about, you know, moving beyond the drama and creating your own path away from what you might have been taught was a good thing to do, or, you know, be a good boy, be a good girl, and making room for, you know, good in your life that is you, as who you are now. Wow. Right. So we'll not manipulate it, but if Lady Portia comes out, that's his twin flame. She might actually be kicking about somewhere else in the room, to be honest, guys. He clears in the physical and she clears in the energetic. because I don't think this is the whole deck, but whoever it is, it'll be who we need to hear. So where's the feminine energy at? Mary Magdalene, Joan of Arc. Who's coming out? No, it's another man. Oh, so maybe I'm picking up on the same sex, but it doesn't need to be. Oh, this is really, now this is funny because it's like, I know that looks like some people's twins, and I also feel that this looks like some people's twins. So, so working with the feminine, we've got Paul the Venetian, experiencing grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. But you see, this makes sense. The masculine is being led to clear and release, will really release the karma and release the drama and the negativity and any kind of, like say, Jezebel spirits and, you know, dark kind of karmic energies that are hanging around, to make room for the good in their life. And the feminine's being guided to share their gifts and any kind of downloads and love, like to share with the collective to help raise the frequency of the planet. Well, that's not heavy at all, is it? Oh, and there's Joan of Arc. I knew she was somewhere. That's my fave. That's my energy. Voice of truth. Oh, my throat went funny. Stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution and speak your truth. And that's what both twins need to do. Release the fear of persecution and speak your truth. Because the world needs it right now with a whole load of liars. And look at all the lilies. No. I'm gonna need to fucking find out what the hell. That's weird. Look, there's lilies behind her. I hadn't noticed that before. Ah, the plot thickens. Compassion. I mentioned that too. Choose to be loved. Do what is right for everyone involved. Offer a helping hand. Divine healer. Right. Okay, I'm going to stop with them. Right. So we didn't really go to. Let's put that one back there. I wanted to pull some of these. Tell us about something else, and then I'll read that card. I've got some Millionaire Shortcake to open. Do you know that? I think it's World Chocolate Day or something, guys. I got a Millionaire Shortcake earlier when I got a takeaway. It's rude not to eat chocolate on World Chocolate Day. Although it was melted. It was fucking melted. It was melted to the bag. I was like, what the fuck? Because it had been in beside the toasty. I was like, Jesus Christ. I mean, I just kind of got the chocolate off the bag in a very unladylike way and then put it in the fridge. Don't worry. I saved the day. I am presence, light body activation, accessing the divine within. That's to do with these intense energies coming in. Merkaba activation, transcendence, ascension. You are rising up. Yep, rising up in this portal. Gaia gateway activation, learning experiences, wisdom transmission, earth intelligence. Rounding the unions into the physical, bringing spiritual matter into physical, making it real. You make it real. I really can't say, oh my God, my voice is so like, smelly cat, what are they feeding you? Smelly cat, it's not your fault. I deserve a round of applause. Who's still here? That was good. That's Friends, by the way. I wasn't just making that up. By the way, that feels like it's got something to do with it. When I'm going on about all the cats and shit like that, and I've just sang like fucking hell. Right, anyway. So what else do we need to know? And I'll read this soulmate card and I'll be gone. Oh, that again. Big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas, perspective, none of this matters. Zoom out, come. That's what I say all the time. When people say to me, why don't you bother about as much on the twin flame journey as everybody else does, breaking their heart and shit like that? I'm like, because we're just in a big fucking theater, man. Do you know what I mean? If you're somebody out there that's like waiting to give your twin flame a hard time, like fucking wake up to the bigger picture of this, of what's going on in the world. You're soon going to be forgetting everything that happened anyway. Love and forgive and move on. I remember, soul plan, the fated life feeds the destiny life. Right, I'm going to stop pulling them. I'm going to read this card and then I'm going to go and I'm going to trust that at least some people got a little bit of upliftment out there. I know the people did that I was chatting to on the chat thingy. Right, so 41. TikTok. I just got like never ending story. This is, and then I've just opened it. TikTok, never ending story, and soulmates. That's all the things that I got led to in the book before I read this one. And that is reminding me of the quote, true love stories never have endings, you know, because TikTok's about time. Never ending story, self-explanatory, and soulmates. It's just what I said about connection. Like twin flame connections time does not exist. Soulmates, harmonious partnerships, love, friendship, companionship, a relationship fostering personal growth. You're meant to evolve and transform with the companionship of others. Certain people enter into your life in order to take you to the next level of healing, consciousness, and authenticity. And again, that's what a twin flame will do. Your twin flame will piss you off, but think about it. The truth will piss you off too. But I'd rather have the truth. You know what I mean? I'd rather have the twin flame. I'd rather have the truth. That's not everybody. Some people would rather have a soulmate and they'd rather live a comfortable lie. I'm sure I just kind of mixed something up from A Miracle on 34th Street, but whatever. Maybe somebody's from New York out there as well. But it is just basically like your twin flame will push your... Oh, I know what they're getting me to get at. It's like the thing out the Notebook. I can't remember what he says, but it's something about... Oh, wait a minute. I think we'll need to Google that just for anyone that haven't seen it. What will I write? The Notebook... Book ending poem. It's not a poem though, is it? Let's see. Oh, that's just all the... Yeah, the best love is the kind that awakens the soul and makes us reach for more, that plants a fire in our hearts and brings peace to our minds. And that's what you've given me. Ali waits years to read these words written in a letter to her from Noah a year after they broke up. Aye, but she does, they get the fucking letters to like 7 years later. So anyway, but these things might be significant to people, but that just came to me when I read that. So I just read that bit. It is always a reciprocal experience, although the results for each of you will vary. You know these people by the strong pull drawing you towards them. And sometimes by a strong aversion to them initially too. And that, again, that's so twin flamey. Again, I've explained this so many times, but just in case anyone's new, initially you'll be really attracted to your twin. You'll not be able to take your eyes off them, actually. And then you'll probably be thinking about them after as well. Or you'll be intrigued. But then at some point, depending whether you actually get in a relationship or not, because not all twin flames do, because it's so intense, you'll start to then sort of feel like, oh, wait a minute, this is a bit weird. Like, just for whatever, it can be different things for different reasons. But really what it all comes down to is it's what I was saying about people pushing away. Well, it's pushing away a good thing from our own limited beliefs, and that's both twins. That's not just one. It's our programming. And then that's, you've got to break free from the matrix, you've got to break free from the programming. Right. But also it's because your twin will embody things, like your twin will often be embodying things that you want to be. So say, for instance, what happens a lot is somebody might be being really confident and the other one might be being not so confident. And then so this doesn't just go for twin flames, but it could be like, it's like how when some of us see somebody that's confident, you know how healed you are, because if you're jealous of them and you want to tear them down or you don't want them to do well, you've got a lot of healing to do. If you're like inspired and you're loving it and you kind of can't get enough of it, it shows how much healing work you've done because you get encouragement from it. And that basically is as simple as it is, but that can happen with your twin flame too. Like all twin flames should be able, maybe not if you've not known them as well, but if you've known twins quite long, you can probably identify periods in your life where it would seem like one was really confident and the other one not so much, or one a bit louder and the other one not so much. And then it usually kind of shifts and changes until it balances out. So like I say, that can be quite interesting if you're actually an onlooker or if you can observe it in your own situ. But they're just reminding you of your own power, that again, it's like whatever your twin can do, you can do, basically. You know these people by the strong pull drawing you towards them, and sometimes by a strong aversion to them initially too. Soulmates can be friends for life or remain in your life for only a short period of time. People in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. No matter what, you will be changed in ways that you can't possibly fathom now. Pay attention to these people today. They're your greatest gift. The relationship message: consider love in its deepest sense. Love so powerful that you will never be the same, regardless of how long your relationship lasts. Consider friendships and romantic bonds so compelling that they overwhelm you with gratitude or break you open so you will finally claim who you were meant to be. I'm going to sneeze. That's what a twin flame does. You should always be grateful for your twin flame, even if you're not with them or it doesn't look like you're going to be, because they made you love yourself by the whole thing that goes on, basically. I really simplified it, but it's true. Because by them rejecting your love that they couldn't handle for their own reasons, you unconditionally love yourself. And then when you turn that around and unconditionally love yourself and be led to the things that are going to fill you up that aren't anything to do with them, although they're always there, if they are your twin flame, they will go through a similar process later on and it all works out. You know what I mean? I made that sound really easy, didn't I? Even a companion animal reminds you that it is you who is being rescued and healed. Pay attention, for you're in the presence of a soulmate, come to guide you home to the real you. But we're changing the word soulmate to twin flame. So that tells me that at least somebody watching this out there, that is happening for you. Prosperity message, or it's going to happen soon. And going by the shorts, I would say that is true. I mean, like I say, it's all month, especially this week. This week's a real height and time of it. Strategic alliances are most important right now as you begin to attract the perfect people to support your dreams. This is a journey you will share with others: mentors, business partners, helpers, employees, creative partners, friends, strangers, opening doors. There's that word again. For you, and step through the portal to join you in a harmonic dance of collaboration, commitment, and co-creation. This is what you've been waiting for. That reminds me of the Rihanna song. Right, I'm going to read the protection message, but that's when you pull it in reverse. So it might not resonate, but I'm reading it because it means it is going to resonate with someone. But the way I would take it is, if this resonates, you could turn it around to be what I just read. So, an important relationship brings you to your knees. This is the kind of soulmate who comes with a powerful gift. Your patterns and all your old stories that don't serve your well-being enter into this dynamic so you can heal them. That was exactly what I was saying at the start. And it's actually, I can now see why they were making me talk about the Love Island and all that as well. Even if you don't watch it, it is basically what I was getting at. That although it can look like someone's acting like a total, I'm using, by the way, it's really funny that I say like dick and wanker and all that, because I don't actually see when if I ever argue with someone, I don't name call her that, because it just shows limited intelligence when you can't come up with a decent, I've got my North Node in Gemini, so if you can't come up with a decent argument and you resort to name calling, you've lost it. But I do tend to do it when I'm doing this, because it's like I'm trying to lighten the mood a little bit. But you know what I'm saying? We could all be like, oh, he's still acting like a dick. Do you know what I mean? But it's weird because I wouldn't actually probably say it unless someone was acting like a dick. But anyway, I was just sort of thinking about that there. But it's I'm saying that about that program, that we could see someone as being selfish because they're making that girl cry or they're making that guy cry. But actually, if they don't fucking feel the same, and they're releasing them to somebody that will feel the same for them, actually they're doing them a favor. Do you know what I mean? It depends which way you look at it. I mean, it's funny because if we had a camera on me watching Love Island when I finish this, I'll probably be swearing at the TV and that, and I'll turn the counselor healer mode off. But hey, this ain't about me right now, right? I'm channeling it, and I'm just letting you know. This person is called to a sacred task to help you learn, even if it seems uncomfortable, sticky, or even inconceivable. The question is not, why did he or she do this to me? But rather, what is the gift in this? And that's exactly what I just said. If you are still not getting that at this point on the twin flame journey, that it is a gift. It is a ride of fucking heaven and absolute hell. Yes, it is. If you're a true twin flame, you know that. You don't need me to tell you that. But it's worth it. Anybody at the end of the journey, before they come into the physical twin flame union, should be talking like that. It's all been worth it. And I'm talking if it's been 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, you'll be able to look at the journey of your own ascension process, your own spiritual journey, and be like, wow, all that shit needed to happen in my life, all that shit needed to happen in their life, and I wonder how it is that everything's going to work out to be in Penguin Land. You know, I don't know why I said that. It just came to me when I looked at the picture. You know what I mean? Maybe you still don't know. Just fucking surrender and let's just see where the cookies land. Or the rose petals. Look into this mirror. And again, that's because your twin flame is you. It is your mirror. And some people need to be reminded of that constantly. You will only be changed for the better. Well, that was the upside down message, but it made a lot of sense. Right. I am going to love yous and leave yous. Beautiful. Thank you so much. You're very welcome, Angela. Right. I hope that meant something to you guys out there. And if you'd like to book a personal session, the link is in there. And other than that, what day is today? God, I can't believe today's Thursday. Other than that, yeah, go and check out the shorts, because the shorts are very linked to everything that's come through in these. And I'll probably publish tomorrow's one when I get off this, when I'm watching the telly after. And yeah, like I said, if you do happen to book a live session, just ignore the times. Just pick any time, and we'll just arrange a time that suits us both. Because like I say, I'm not really doing too many of them just now with running my course and my membership. And just, well, actually, like I just said to a couple of people earlier, I'm having to reschedule sessions because there's no way I could have worked. I don't work on a Wednesday anyway, but I couldn't have worked with someone when my hay fever was that bad. So we go with the flow around here. So yeah, that's that. Have a lovely rest of your night. Protect your energy. Absolutely soak up this amazing magical energy that's flooding in at this time. But protect your energy as well, because there's a lot of weird energy out there too. But yeah, focus on the good. Burns up the lower energies around you. You are safe and protected. Be determined and inspired. Clear your soul pathway. Enables you to bring forward your soul's wisdom, magenta dragon. Awaken your soul memories and higher spiritual understanding. Prepare for accelerated ascension. I feel like we're about to fucking take off, guys. But again, that is basically, oh, hello, Adam. We've attracted another man just as I'm leaving. Hello, Adam, but I'm just leaving. You can catch the replay. Yeah. Carry the energy of the future. Be a guiding light. Well, that's exactly what I've been doing coming on here at this time with my hay fever ass. So I hope I helped you in some small or big way. And how the hell did I end this? And if you just happened to miss what I was doing, I'll be back next Thursday, and I'll probably be back with a video before then. I've actually totally forgotten how to end this. I think I need to find the Zoom. Uh-oh, I'm panicking. See, that's when I'm not on it for ages. All right, it's somewhere. It's here. It's okay. I found it. End. Right.